In our transportation article this month, we are traveling to the Taiwan Taoyuan International Airport, and we have David Morton here with us. Hi, David.
How's it going, man? Happy to be here with all of you.
And you know what? David wrote this article, so he can give us a lot of insight on this. David, what is some of the research that you did on this? What did you learn from that?
I think one of the most interesting things that I learned from this one is that it's about the floors. Now, have you ever been walking through the airport and noticed how shiny the floors are? Mm-hmm. Well, they use a special material for the floors, for one thing, but they also have a very specific process for how they clean the floors. It's like a multi-stage thing where they use these special machines and these special cleaning products that give it this crystal-like finish that lasts for a really long time. It's amazing.
Well, that's important, right? To keep things clean in the airport. And we learned lots of different things from this article about all the people it takes to make this airport run. But David, what has been your experience with traveling through this specific airport, the Taiwan Taoyuan International Airport?
Well, honestly, the thing that stands out most to me is the thing that I talked about in the article, the thing that they're also really proud of, that they've won awards for, and that's just their service. You know, like I've never had a grumpy person helping me at the airport. And at other places I have, right? But when I'm in the Taoyuan airport, you know, whether it's the customs people or the cleaning people or the security check people, no one is like grumpy and pushing me along, and I know everyone is like very friendly and very helpful.
Which is great because the airport can be an intimidating place to be, right? And so it's nice if you have staff members who are helping you along.
Absolutely.
Well, David, my final question is, what is your best airport story? It could be about some pet peeve you have, or it could just be a delightful moment you had in the airport.
Yeah, honestly, there was this one time when I got into JFK Airport.
Which is in New York?
Which is in New York, yes. Yeah, the John F. Kennedy Airport in New York. And I had flown in from Taiwan. This was in 2019. And I get there, I go out of the plane, lots of people, and then I get into this big room where you're supposed to do this kind of immigration check thing, like a stage one thing to get into the airport.
Sure.
And the room is full of people. There's a line all the way through the entire room.
And you're exhausted?
Oh, I'm exhausted. It's 11:30 at night. Everyone's grumpy. You know, and people are all waiting in this gigantic line and no one knows what's going on. And so we're all just sort of trying to comfort each other, like, oh, we'll get through it, we'll make it. And then there was this lady, you know, after we were already there for maybe an hour, and it looked like there's no end in sight. This lady comes out of nowhere and she just starts bringing order. You know what I mean? She's like, okay, these people over here, you need this document, da-da-da-da-da. And then we were all out of there in like 30 minutes. It was amazing.
That's what it takes sometimes, right? Someone to step up and bring order. All right. Well, thank you, David, for sharing your insights. And you wrote this article, so you do have a lot of insights. Be sure to check out our transportation article this month for more details about the Taiwan Taoyuan International Airport.